All right, everyone, welcome back to the 2020 Las Vegas Challenge presented by Innova Champion Discs. This is round 2, front 9 coverage. I'm Nate Perkins, and I'm joined here today with Philo Brathwaite.
What up, everybody?
We've got Alex Russell on the card out of Vancouver, Washington. We've got Crush Boy number 1, Simon Lizotte. We're taking a look at the leaderboard here.
Yeah, stacked field. Not a big surprise. Not a whole lot of scoring separation on this course, on this whole complex, really. I mean, seems like it's anybody's game still.
Yeah, you got to go low. Double digits is the name of the game out here for sure.
So we're playing the Innova course today. This is hole 1, 393, par 3. Pretty much a basic stock hyzer for most players. You want to kind of hang it out wide of that little tree there and just kind of bounce off the top of the hill and just have a putt or two.
There is OB right. That sidewalk to the right of the pin does come into play if you turn it over. And Alex, no stranger to his forehand. He's been throwing that boss.
Good
Excellent.
Forward bounce there.
Simon Lizotte, super stoked to see him back in action this year. Really high and spiky.
Safe, though.
Yeah, just a little too wide on that one.
Yeah, I think, maybe a little wind held it up or something.
What are you throwing here, Philo? Destroyer?
We're going Destroyer. Just kind of bang it out there wide and hope I have enough speed to do something like that.
Oh, yeah. Sweet. Just crest to the top of that hill.
Something
Got the
like
buttery
that,
skip.
Yeah, that's my play.
Seems like a good play. And Noah Meintsma from Minnesota. He has really come a long way. He's got a great skill set. He's known for throwing the Nova just about as good as anybody.
What do you think?
Yes.
All day.
Oh my gosh.
From way beyond the circle. It's good.
Wow. Into a little crosswind too.
Yeah. I kind of had a feeling that was going in when I saw him lining it up. It's like, yeah, this is a Simon putt. You can see he's kind of Gatekeeper rewind.
Oh, I love that.
He had the little grin on his face walking up there like, yeah, I do this all the time.
Look at that putt, though. No flutter at all.
Nothing. Yeah, I got a nice look at that one from 100 feet away.
And there's that smile from Simon we've all come to love. And is Noah in bounds right there, Philo?
Yeah, he was safe. He was about a foot from being OB.
Just a little low.
Yeah, maybe he was worried about the blow-by. See the wind blowing, pushing it, left to right. A little bit of a lifting wind for Alex. I'm like checking it out.
Doing a little wind check yourself. Looks like you're going to have more of a direct tailwind.
Yeah, a little bit of a crosser, but
okay.
It's not too bad. Got to take a deep breath. First putts of the round can be a little nerve-wracking sometimes. Want to try to get into a rhythm right away.
Say this is probably a pretty good distance to, it's definitely, it can get your putt going, but not too long.
Right. It's also one of those that's like close enough where you feel like you should make it, but if you miss it, then it can kind of get in your head and start thinking about your rhythm and stuff.
That's nice to get some insight from the mind of a player like yourself.
For sure. A couple of tap ins and off to hole 2.
Yeah, hole 2 really the only wooded shot that we really have on the entire property. Yeah, it's a par 3. It's only 270 feet. The fairway's made up of all this gravel right here, so really the play is to get something down and to just like scoot up under these pine trees right here.
Absolutely.
Not a ton of danger really.
No, not too many places that can get you too much trouble on this hole unless you do something wild.
Yeah, we've seen some players in the past go high hyzer, and Simon is opting for that.
He can do that pretty easily. Looks like he caught that last big pine tree back there. I think he's just outside circle 1.
Is this DX rock?
Yeah, pretty neutral DX rock. Do exactly what you were talking about. Just kind of bounce it off the hillside there.
Yeah, that's perfect right there.
Nose up, flare skip.
Hey, Russ, also with a rock, I imagine.
Yeah, actually, it's not too bad.
A little wide, but missed the tree it needed to, and he's up there in circle 1.
He's putting. No, ripping on it.
He's a little anti-skip.
Oh, that's fine.
Gets it. Yeah, he's
well in the circle.
Yeah, 20 feet. Simon's got a low ceiling putt right here.
No, nothing doing that time. There you go, Alex. It's kind of funny commenting on a round that I've played.
Yeah, no doubt, dude.
I'm not really accustomed to doing this.
It gets tricky when you see yourself on camera, man.
Yeah, I haven't done a whole lot of commentary, in my career, but watching yourself play and kind of knowing what's coming already, it's kind of like, well,
yeah.
I don't want to just talk over the whole thing. Like, I don't know if that'll be good for you guys or not. Start criticizing myself for every mistake I make, or over praising myself for any good throw.
Mm-hmm. It's definitely a balance for sure.
Yeah, it's gonna be funny.
Simon making that knee tap in look easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's close enough that you're not even really going. It's just a one. Down and up.
Get a quick rhythm. Don't wait too long. Don't stand around staring at it and thinking about it.
Don't look Castro it.
Well, let's not go there, man. He's still struggling a little bit.
All right, hole 3. It's a par 3, 270 feet. That water is out of bounds. There's an out of bounds line that kind of curls around that tree right there, and then the sidewalk long is out of bounds. And if you throw OB, you've got to go to a drop zone. So it's pretty much it's a 4 at best, and maybe even worse if you don't get up and down. Really, the tricky one with this is the wind read.
Yeah, the speed control and the wind read for sure. You don't need a lot of speed. It's 250 downhill, so you're just kind of almost a lazy throw, if you will.
You going stable mid-range here?
I'm throwing a Firebird.
Okay.
I meant to get that up in the air about 5 feet higher and not have such a huge one of these types of things happen.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't tell what happened back there, but I had a feeling it was really close. If I had this play more locked in, I would probably do it. Because I think this is the smartest way to attack the hole.
I believe that's a gator from Alex. Just all the touch in the world, and he's
no problem.
Inside 15 feet. Noah also opting to go with the forehand. It can be a little tricky.
I think he clipped something up high, and I didn't really even see it from where I was standing.
Yeah, there's like a branch that kind of hangs out over the water that is really the only danger on that forehand shot.
And Simon's going to show us how to do it the right way. For the righty backhand.
Yeah, I believe that's an MD5 from Simon. And there's that drop zone we were talking about. It's a toss over the water, and it gets really touchy. Noah makes quick work with the Nova.
Yeah, this is 7 paces off the target. Making sure I'm feeling what the wind is doing and get comfortable. That'll do.
Money. Been putting great to start the year off, dude. That's for sure.
Well, I don't want to do the spoiler alert, but just wait a while.
Simon from a similar distance.
Bang, no problem for Simon. I really like playing with Simon. He's fun. No matter what's happening, if he's killing it or if he's struggling, he's still like animated and fun to be around, It kind of reminds me of what I would like to be like. Just kind of like a little bit more even-keeled and not so up and down emotionally.
And I think that's why he has like so many fans too, is because he's always just like got that smile on his face, and he's able to kind of laugh at himself, for the mistakes that he makes.
I can laugh at myself too every once in a while. I've done it. You might hear me on camera laugh every once in a while.
What do we got here?
Yeah, this is a fun shot. The basket has moved off to the right a little bit from where it was last year, and now it's like a spike hyzer. Last year you could see the basket through the tunnel straight ahead, and it felt really easy to throw something down the middle. Now this spike hyzer kind of wide hyzer feels like the right play, and it feeds back into the hill and should have a pretty manageable putt.
Are you power grip right here?
I do what's like the modified fan grip, like that stack fan. I don't really hold the disc in a power grip ever.
So do you have a couple fingers on the rim and a couple fingers on the flight plate?
Yeah, so my index finger and my pinky are locked onto the rim, and my 2 middle fingers are on the flight plate.
Sweet. A Russ also going with the hyzer. Little early, it looked like.
Just
a little nose
bit.
up.
Yeah. Still not the worst place. You can touch it up there. That's a putt.
And this is Simon's MO
Yeah,
all day.
I'm thinking 5 feet every time I see this guy throw a hyzer. He's just so accurate. And Johnny on the spot. Boom.
There we go.
Well in the circle. Getting a little pound there from Noah. Some sportsmanship. It's always good to see that.
I like Noah's walk-up, the way that he turns his shoulders early and kind of coils it back like that.
Mm-hmm. Kid's got some rip. I mean, there's so many of them now that can bomb the disc, and he was one of them.
There's so many, dude. It's incredible.
I remember playing with him in Santa Cruz a couple of seasons ago, and we got down to the low course, the ball golf course.
Yeah.
And the first hole, this dude just blasted one off the tee, and I was like, wow.
Parked it, huh?
Hadn't even seen him play, yeah, and he just threw a beautiful shot. And Alex looks like he got very unfortunate roll.
Did it roll across the sidewalk?
Yeah, I think he rolled OB.
That's worst case scenario.
Yeah, that's not what you're hoping for. I'm trying to read the wind and get my grip together here.
Hard to see what the flag is, left to right?
It's blowing left to right, yes.
What's that going to do to your putter?
I'm thinking it's going to hold it, but it kind of just held it a little too long. I was thinking my putter would drop by the time I got to the basket, but it just held it a little too much. Noah, bang. Nice 2 for Noah there.
So this is Alex putting for a 4.
I believe so.
From 30 feet?
Like 27-ish. Take the par and get out of there.
Yeah, it's a good cleanup.
Yeah, the reaction off the basket could have been a lot worse than that. Should be. I was actually pretty happy that it only went, 4 steps away. Easy tap in for Simon. No doubt about that. No question, no worry. Pretty much in the bag for Simon. You give him a 350-foot hyzer. Alex, after the really unfortunate roll away.
Love that.
Yeah, did you see? You remember your first days? Hole
Sure
5, par 4, 606. It's pretty much a 2-shot, You're not really going to play for anything special. I don't think there's really the room or the airspace to try to get onto the green. So
Yeah.
pretty much just a low, kind of a cut hyzer, if you will. A little early nose turnover. Keep it straight down the right side, get in position, get up and down.
Yeah, there is somewhat of a gap on the right, and it's kind of like forces you into a low ceiling, and that sidewalk on the right is out of bounds, and that's really the only danger, is kind of clipping something or turning it over OB.
Yes, sir. That is correct.
Simon's going PD2.
Yeah.
Easy money.
Yeah,
way up there.
The only mistake Simon can do is throw it too far and
into the bunker.
Right there. Yeah, I mean, that's probably like a no-brainer swing for him. Piece of cake.
Noah likes to throw The Destroyer.
Follow that vapor trail that Simon just left out there for you. And there it goes.
Laced it. Oh, no way, dude.
Yeah, he's so far down the fairway that doesn't really affect it too much. You would have got an extra, 30 feet, a little bit of a better angle, but, that's still totally manageable for Noah from there. And I want to follow his vapor trail.
Is this one of your straighter Destroyers?
This one's got a little bit more of a stable edge because, like you said, you don't want to, bleed it to the right too much and then not have the chance to get back. I just didn't get it down into the window low enough and clip the tree. But again, it's a 2-shot hole anyway, so I'm still in manageable position from there.
This is a pretty popular play as well. Hanging a forehand out wide kind of takes that sidewalk out of the way. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Dropped it out there. Nice forward roll, and he's going to have a really nice angle into the green from there.
Yeah, this is really the tricky part of the hole, though. This basket is up on a little mound. Mm-hmm. That green is out of bounds, and then behind it, only like 30 feet behind it, it's a
I think just
sidewalk.
at Circle's Edge, there's a access road that goes to where the maintenance yard is, and it can get pretty quick down there because it's really dry. This whole facility is just bone dry. So
is this that Glow Rock 3?
Yeah, this is a Glow Rock 3. I was trying to play it off that back right corner kind of and just get a fade, and a little bit of wind gust and held up on me, and there she goes. Alex probably just got a little putter from there. And that's about as perfect as you can do.
That is money. Plenty of touch. Here's Noah. He's going with the Nova.
Mm-hmm.
Standstill. Uncorks on it. Check.
Oh.
That got there quick, man.
Yeah.
Hit right by the bucket and it's gone. You really want to hit that front side and kind of scoot up there.
Just right at the back edge of the green is a really good place to aim as well. Simon makes that look nice and easy, which he should.
Yeah, that drive made that upshot all the easier.
Noah's putting for his par. He's about 6 paces from the basket. It's not too far. There you go. Not really sure.
And you're going to be putting from similar distance off
I wasn't
to the left?
Sure where my disc went because it looked like it went really left. And then I got up there and it was there. And I was like, well, that was a gift from the gods,
Maybe caught that little pine right there or something?
I must have, yeah, because that was a terrible shot. I thought I was going to be by the wall. I thought it might have gone OB. It looked so bad at first. And I'll take the gift.
Sir, it's a good birdie.
Yeah.
Alex
it's one of these
Simon.
kind of must-get birdies, on
it feels
course.
like that, man. With all these great players out there, that's exactly how I feel on all these holes. I'm like, well, if you miss it, you're just losing it to 80 players.
At least it feels that way.
The game is evolving, and it's really, like you said, it's anyone's game these days. So you got to rack them up. Hole 6, par 3. It's only 222 feet. Small island. It's bigger than the circle, but it kind of slopes off down toward the water. You can see the people kind of making the
OB line.
The OB line back there.
That's funny. I was wondering what that was.
It's like flags. What is that?
Those aren't out there. Those are people.
Yeah. Right. So if you don't hit this island, there's a drop zone that leaves like a 45, 50 foot putt.
Death putt.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it should be a pretty routine shot for most of us pros. Just a pretty stable putter, mid-range, and
gets it to stick.
Yourself, with a putt, aim a little left of the target. There's really not much of a reason to hang it out there wide.
Oh, you're going standstill.
Yeah, I've been trying to do that with my putter play and just try to take a little bit of the extra step out of play.
You threw it a little low, but it is stick safe?
It was safe. I just wasn't happy that I didn't trust my swing. And that's more like what I was hoping for. Alex just parked it.
Yeah, that was beautiful. I believe he's throwing KC Pro AVR.
Noah's going back to the Nova.
Yeah, you see him on the left side of the tee pad right there. Those palms do kind of come into play and kind of force the angle out of the hand.
Yeah, you don't get like the wide open hyzer swing, if you will. It's more of a really flat swing with something overstable. So Double G was on the card in front of us, and he threw it in for the 1. And when we got there, it was no blow in that flag. It was as still as it could possibly be. And then we had to kind of wait for all that to go down.
Yeah, the commotion.
The wind picked up, and I was like, man. Simon makes a nice, easy birdie there.
And your putt was scary, too. I mean, looked like you had a headwind, and you're looking right at the water.
Yeah, that was just the wrong action altogether. I kind of was a little frustrated. I had to wait so long. Take my par and move on. Yep, there's the reaction. A little frustration, knowing I should be making this hole. It's definitely one of those gotta-getters, keep the rhythm going, you know? Noah drops it in. Perfectly placed shot. Same with Alex. Messed up the star frame for the fellas. Sorry, guys.
All right, we're gonna look at that hole that Garrett threw it in on. It's they're still calling it a par 4 this year. It's 432 feet. That sidewalk on the left is out of bounds. The water, of course, is out of bounds.
The green is out of bounds.
Yep.
And you got the hazard bunkers guarding the pin, and it's a real steep slope right at the back of the basket. So
this is kind of the hole you think of when you think of Vegas, you know?
Yeah,
like you think of these
like the gamble,
baskets up on the mounds. It's like, do you want to try and hit that poster, green right there?
Yeah, I wanted nothing to do with this hole, man. I can throw that far, but being accurate within, 5 meters like that, 430 feet, is not my forte, I would say.
Wow, look at this. Just a penetrating hyzer.
Yeah, I don't have that play. And that's just a really terrible break. That
was money.
Brutal.
Kind of a
That's the
anti-skip.
kind of thing I mean, if it was a comfortable shot for me, I would probably just take it and say, all right, I got a 20-footer for 3, but 430 is not always like my most comfortable swing, especially uphill. Alex sawed that off a bit early. That's going to find the OB.
Yeah, he's going to be across the sidewalk over there. Noah's lining up a Star Destroyer.
It looks like the Vegas Destroyer from last year.
Yeah.
Those are pretty stable.
With the X on top?
Yeah, the X out old school SDS Destroyers that they re-stamped for us.
Get that bunker.
Yeah. That's the play that I don't want to leave myself with, and then I'm stressed out trying to save par from the bunker, putting for birdie.
Right. So you're laying up before the green.
Yeah, I'm just right there.
Oh, that's ideal, though. I mean, you couldn't have thrown the layup shot any better.
Right at the edge of the green, just taking a glow AVR and just pop it over there. And
that takes some skills, though. Even that little shot right there, can get away from even the best players.
I had to practice that a lot, man. I used to miss those shots all the time. I'd push them and pull them, and just got to stand there.
It's touchy, man.
Yeah, and there you go. Alex does it as well. Getting up and down in that tight green area there.
So those bunkers play as a hazard. So he's going to be playing inside it, and he's going to be putting for a 3.
Yep, putting for birdie.
Putting for birdie, pretty much.
From just about circle's edge.
And he's looking right at the other bunker, too.
Yes, he is.
Oh
gosh. Wow.
Oh, man.
That was one more roll from being in that next hazard.
Yeah, and once it takes down that cliff, too, it could roll all the way to the middle,
Oh, man, this hole could get some big numbers.
It definitely does.
Sloppy. I did the smart man golf and just did the stress-free. I thought I was collecting a par. And they gave me a birdie. I was like, huh. Okay.
Yeah, it's definitely controversial, 432-foot hole still being a par 4 at this level.
Yeah, I mean, that's a spike hyzer for a lot of guys. A lot of guys. Not just some. A lot of guys. That's just a stock spike hyzer, and take your chances if you want. Alex to collect a bogey. I'm pretty sure. Noah avoids the second hazard and saves a par. Hole 8. This is one of the harder throws on this course, on this property, if you're a righty backhand dominant player. There's a lot of space out there to the left, but matching the angle downhill with the basket to the right. It's a really tough shot if you don't have a really strong flick.
And the sidewalk that you see is out of bounds, so if you don't get that right hand backhand turnover to like really hold it, if you flex it out, that's where the danger comes in.
And it's 427 and it's downhill, and you know some people might bust out a fairway driver or something with some speed. It's really easy for that thing to get away from you and find some OB.
Oh, and yeah, you can see that's the misfire right there. He just didn't quite commit to that one.
It looked like he threw it like a layup, and it just sailed off on him. I think he was anticipating it being more understable.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what that disc is. It looked like a mid-range of sorts.
Yeah, I'm going rock, and I was hoping the disc would stay a little bit flatter out of my hand, and it just kind of tapered over. I didn't really get much of an airlift or anything.
So this would be...
Yeah, I wish I had this play.
He's feeling comfortable right here with this Boston a forehand. I mean, look at him just like kind of pop it out there.
I think he might have wanted it a little flatter out of his hand and kind of challenge that OB just a little bit more.
He's definitely just outside the circle.
Yeah, the speed for it.
Yeah, he could really get into it, like you said, flatter.
Noah's going for the backhand fairway driver-ish looking disc. Not really sure what that was, but hey, that's not bad. That's a really good angle to putt at. I don't know if he's really going after it, but looks just like a aggressive layup. I want nothing to do with this one.
Yeah, that sidewalk's only. That sidewalk's inside the circle.
Way too far.
Alex looks like he's lining this one up.
I think this is about a 50-footer. Good speed control. Didn't get away from him. These greens are really fast. You can see how hard pat the ground is. You catch an edge, and you could start rolling with a quickness. So he's about 35 out, and he's got a good angle. Just a little too high. That flag.
Yeah, definitely saved him. It could go places. You can see that sidewalk is right there.
Well, we're going to have a few pars and a bogey for Simon, who sawed off his shot a bit. Creep over to one of the next, last hole of the first 9, hole 9.
Yeah, they made a change this year. Back the tee pad up a little bit.
Yeah, it feels kind of the same. It's pretty much the same shot. It's not really the hardest hole in the world.
Yeah, you've got to hit this gap off the tee. Just get out in the open.
Yeah, like a little baby flex. Throw it at these trees out here to the right, and there's plenty of space. Those trees are like 390 to those trees. So if you throw something with a stable edge at it and just throw it at those trees and know it's going to hook up, then you're out there in the wide open. You have dealer's choice to get to the green.
And you can see that bunker is right behind the pin, and that's kind of the challenge of the approach on this hole.
Absolutely.
And that it's fast. It's a super fast green. It's super skippy. Green.
I'm just taking medium stable destroyer, baby S-turn, nothing too dramatic.
Making that gap look easy though. You're not really thinking about hitting any of those trees.
Out there. Yeah. If you keep your swing in the middle, don't try to add too much shape to the swing. You should have no worries on this hole. Imagine we'll see something very similar from Alex. This should be plenty stable to just taper right out of there. See, even though he had a little shape to it, the disc was overstable, and same result. Wide open, no stress getting to the green. He's liking that Vegas destroyer.
Yeah,
that
he sure does.
Stable. Those things got to be beefy.
And there's the miss right there.
Oh, but he got through.
Yeah, he still got out there.
A little sawed off, but
Simon is running to this one. DD3.
That's the miss.
That was a misfire for sure.
Wow. That shocked me, man. I'm not sure what he was really going for.
I know, it's a 600-foot hole. I don't know what.
Yeah, I mean, it had so much angle and it was so low. I'm like, I don't know. Sometimes that kind of confuses me with Simon. He's got so many skills and so much he can choose from.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, If he would just play boring golf, I think he would wipe us out.
Did he go forehand roller?
He tried the forehand roller.
He was trying to get up and down from right there, man.
Yes, he was.
That's a tough spot.
It's OB.
No.
It went OB.
No, over a sidewalk?
Over the sidewalk.
Wow.
Noah got a little bit wild on that one. He's way out of position on this one. Long putt. Alex is going to show us exactly what you're looking for. Boom.
Yeah.
Hit the front of the hill.
Are you going forehand approach, huh?
Yeah, I saw what he did, and I said, I think I can do that. Let me go hang out by you, buddy.
All right, dude. Sweet. Wow, this is probably the only player in the field to be over here.
Probably. This is not the angle you want to be coming in at this green.
No way.
He just has to pitch it out there and just...
Wait, he has that for a 5 now?
He's putting for 5.
Wow.
Noah's taking a stab at it. Put the stall action so it didn't get away if he misses.
I mean, this is arguably one of the easier par 4s on the track, and Simon's going to take a double bogey 6.
Wow.
Yes. Pretty solid front 9.
Not bad. A couple of missed opportunities, but, cruising. Ugh. He seems pretty unfazed about it. He's like, whatever, I'll make it up on the back 9. And, I wouldn't be surprised if he does.
Hey, Russ with the solid birdie to close out the front 9.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're moving up the leaderboard. You're tied for 4th now.
Yeah, cruising, man. I was hoping I could have capitalized on a couple more of those opportunities, but, in the end, not a bad start. Alex is, he's right there. Simon's right there. No, there's so many holes left to play in this tournament. All you got to do is get into a rhythm, and you're right back in the game.
Yeah, back 9 gets a little harder, too.
It does. It gets a little harder, a little bit longer. It's still a couple of those holes are just placement shots, playing for some angles, give yourself a look at the basket. But there's still some birdies out there.
We'll see you on the back 9, guys.